Good afternoon, this is part 3, cooking on a Sunday afternoon for living socially secure. And among the things I snagged this week on sale was a 6.5 pound ham, organic, no gluten, and so what I have to do is, because it was such a great deal, I have to slice it down, put some in here. So that's what I'll be making sandwiches out of this week. I have no problem with ham. And I'm going to put some in the Brussels sprout soup I just made because they're similar, they're complementary. Okay, they're high in salt. So one of the things that's very important is when your senior citizen is not to use alcohol before you cook. It affects how you proportion as well as your safety. In all my years in restaurants, one of the things we always used to do is bring the cooks beer, and then later on, after a few incidents, almost every place, country club or hotel, the liability got to be too much. So it's very important, and I cut myself enough. And I make sure that I don't drink alcohol before I cut. And food quality. You tell people how you eat. I don't care about judgment. I care about cause and fun in doing this. And so I had social today. I went to mass, took communion, just did a couple minutes. There was they put the Eucharist out for a while. And what better opportunity, because the parking lot's crowded anyway, as people are leaving, you might as well stay in front of the Blessed Sacrament a little bit longer. And one of my goals here is I have the chicken I'm going to work on tomorrow, is that I'm going to slice this ham in such a manner that I will be able to freeze the majority of it, because as long as I don't take it to the edge of freezer burn. In the olden days, the phrase used to be your larder. And lard is fat. And filling up your larder is what the farmer does. What country people do is, fill your shelves. And all of a sudden you're going to get an ice storm, and we're on the ice line. We generally don't get ice here until at least second week of October, but you can get a frozen ice storm coming through here, and if you don't have enough in the freezer for 8 to 10 days, you could lose power. One of my sisters told me back when Hurricane Sandy hit the East Coast, I think it was 2012, I was talking to her on the phone. She said, make sure you have enough food and water for like 5 to 7 days, because this one, barometric pressure's never been seen like this. And I trust what my sisters tell me. So sure enough, I went out and I got, first of all, I made sure that I had a lot of ice packs, a couple of bags of ice, bought all kinds of food. And I was living in Monroe, New Jersey. Power went out for 7 days. Of course, if I tell you about this, I have the videos. They're on One Bicycle Lady. I didn't have a Social Security channel on. One Bicycle Lady is my YouTube video that is 7 years, 10 months old. So I had enough food and enough ice to go 6 days. And then the ice melted. Ice packs were warm, and I had a couple of things in there that might have been a little cheesy, and it was, the storm came in such a manner that in that community of seniors, and I was in by the age, but I wasn't a senior then. I was working at a hotel nearby. But the age thing was that I was on the books, as they say. I went down to vote on day number 4 in the presidential election in the country clubhouse, which was the clubhouse for that particular wonderful place on New Jersey Turnpike exit 88. And so I don't know, I guess they saw me out doing well. They knocked on my door to see how I was doing. They went door to door, I was told. And brought food and ice. Well, I ran out of ice, I had food. But I got food poisoning on the last day, the 7th day. So, my sister was so right, get ready for it. I was. There were a lot of people in Jersey. There were gas lines because people didn't have enough gas in their cars. Gas pumps weren't working. There was a tremendous problem with the New Jersey Shore. It's the famous time where Christopher Christie hugs Barack Obama. Barack Obama flew in to check on Jersey, but they didn't do a whole lot for New Jersey. New York got a lot of funds. They're hardly the island of Manhattan. But my point is, when I put up stuff into the larder, I try to have enough for 7 to 15 days. And so here, what I do is, this is going to be for sandwiches. You get soup. Okay, so I'm going to have chicken coming online tomorrow, because that was a discount at the right price, they say. Because in price, there's always price, but are you getting the right price? Like, that's going to be chunks. So, you can't be too cautious. There's a nice storm and you're in your 60s, you don't want to go out and walk. You could fall. And one thing is, you talk to people in this generation who are retires or something. And what everybody thought was, I'm trying to avoid the fall. And one of my sisters, God bless her, she had one. And it's very, very serious. So I have a lot of ham here. Got this organic ham. Okay. Grown in Oxford, Pennsylvania. Gluten-free. So then what you have to do is make sure that your container is not going to pop open when you get it freezer burger. So you can only get 10 pounds of stuff in a 10-pound bucket. You say, don't carry a lazy man's load, Eddie. Take 2 trips. Put 11 pounds in a 10-pound bucket. Okay. Now, I do have this here. Okay, and I realized that the soup would be really good. And I saw I wanted to get the bulk of the ham in the freezer. I have enough sandwich meat for 7 to 10 days because I have chicken tomorrow that I have to prepare. I have a really nice size freezer. So the freezer and the refrigerator will be full. And I can focus on other things besides food. I do try my best to be restaurant sanitary here. There's just something about Brussels sprouts and ham that two seem to go together, kind of a southern thing. And boy, let me tell you, I lived in Virginia in the 60s, and man, them folks could eat some ham. Smell ham when you go through Smithfield, Virginia, to this day. I worked in Clinton, North Carolina, did construction work with a guy, David, my cousin fellow. Clinton, North Carolina is called Hog Heaven. Screw that in. So this is what this now looks like. And I did already do an ending video because I wasn't sure if I caught it, but I mean, when you come in on September the 18th and I got that waiting like that, and I'm going to be like, ooh, this is some good looking food. And part of food is, does it look good? Are you going to really enjoy it?